Education, they say, is the best legacy any government can bequeath to our future generation. Your Lagos, our Lagos. Whilst no single individual can claim to have built Lagos, because the greatness of Lagos is anchored on our individual and collective efforts at making it work, we, however, must salute the people that have steered the ship of the state for making it home for all, even though attempts have consistently been made by a few to make it exclusive preserved for a few. I must salute the administrative governance of previous civilian governors for best reasons. Alhaji Lateef Jakonde, then to the current one, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. May Lagos continue to be home to all. It is a notorious fact that Lagos is the most viable state in Nigeria today and has continued to blaze the trail for others to follow by scoring many firsts. Well, maybe because of the history associated with it, from being a crown colony to becoming the federal capital and now the commercial nerve center of the country. Eko ni baje o. Same way Lagos has continued to be first in so many positives, so it is in negatives. But one consistent thing that stood Lagos out for me in all my years in Lagos is not the notorious traffic in Oshodi or Ojo-Elegba or the Third Mainland Bridge, but the efforts by successive government to invest in public education, because I'm a product of public education, from primary to secondary to university. Even though the state cannot be isolated from the general decay in education in Nigeria, successive governors have shown their belief in the notion that says when you educate a child, you build a nation. And that's where I want to salute the effort of the current governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, his special advisor on education, Otumba Tokunbo Abdul-Wahab, and his commissioner for education, Madam Folashade Adefisayo, for making public education a priority in the administration, as they have raised the bar higher than where they met it in terms of infrastructure in public schools. But it is not yet uhuru, as a lot still need to be done. Our own not be just to criticize. When we see good things, we also need to praise them so that at least we will encourage them to do more. While applauding Governor Wike for building bridges across community, we also need to commend Governor Sanwo-Olu for bridging the technological gap between the ordinary youth in public schools and the reality of modern times by ensuring that public schools are elevated to meet modern standards. The only difference between Governor Sanwo-Olu and Wike is that Sanwo-Olu does not go on a self-egoistic commissioning spree for people to see or to ventilate his frustrations with certain persons during these times. Like, as they paying them, they sweet us, if you know what I mean. Say Nigerians, we too like commissioning. So when you don't commission, they'll say, this governor not they do anything. But we see these things. Continue, please. It might interest you to know that all through the ASU strike, students in the 3 higher institutions owned by Lagos State were all in school. Now you know. A visit to some of the public schools around Lagos will give you at least some form of hope for the future of the everyday kid in Lagos, starting from the Ventland Junior Grammar School in Agege to St. Francis Grammar School, Iwaya, Orisumi Bare Senior High School, Ayobo, to St. Joseph Secondary School in Mushin, Lagos Model Girls Junior College, Agunfoye in Ikorodu, Lagos State Modern Junior College, Boys Hostel in Meron, Lagos State Model Secondary School, junior in Oworoshoki in my area, Araromi Lobo Junior School, Oko Afo in Badagry, the Badagry Junior Grammar School, Boys Hostel, Lagos State Model College, Girls Hostel in Badore Aja, to mention just a few. Looking at the technology, looking at the pictures alone, will tell you that truly, these are not audio. So that's why for me, I feel, apart from criticizing, let's also look at the positive. Also, the state investment in water transportation is also worthy of mention, from building jetties to owning transportation boats and creating opportunities for investment in that sector. After all, it's the state of aquatic splendor, but a lot still need to be done. While I salute the governor for all of this stride, including the red and blue railway lines and road construction, but I want to use this opportunity also to draw his attention to the many challenges of the everyday person in Lagos, like the traffic, the state of the deplorable roads in GRA, Ikeja GRA, and some other areas within the metropolis, the slow pace of the road construction, because they actually started so many construction at the same time, especially the Ikeja-Awolowo Road flyover, connecting the Agege motorway. Then lack of urban planning in the Lekki-Ajah corridor. It's like, everybody's just going there, and there is no, proper planning apart from the estate. Another plenty things when time no go let us talk about today. If we talk about it, we no go finish. So I will therefore advocate that white direction rests on the head and the neck of our leaders to consistently point the right way forward. We, the follower, must also ensure performance of our duties and obligations to not just our leaders or parties, but to the state and our fellow men. That way, we not only lead by example, but we pass on the orientation, and indirectly, we're building a society where peace and justice truly reign. What I mean is, if you do your own, I do my own. In our own little space, everything will work perfectly. That's all we can take today. For previous episodes, simply log on to all our social media platforms shown on your screen, like, share, and comment. Remember, no one person can build a nation. If we all refuse to participate, then don't blame the next man for not doing it well. Merry Christmas, and see you one episode before the new year. Nigeria no oni baje o bajeti. See you next week.